As many students go back to school, safety is always a concern, and after one county's recent lockdown, they're taking cell phones into consideration.
News 9's Claire O'Neill has more.
After Wheeling Park High School began its first day of school on lockdown, school safety has been a topic of conversation for the Ohio County Schools Board of Education. The 3028 cell phone policy that the board created went into effect on the first day of school. That was the day the school was locked down following the discovery of bullets on a school bus. This led to some concerns and questions about the policy from parents. Ohio County Board of Education President David Croft says that during an emergency, a student can ask for their phone. The board discussed what should be considered an emergency, as the lockdown wasn't due to a threat, but a precautionary measure.
Clearly, the administration, in their experience, which I trust because they're on the ground, is that it would do more harm for those kids to have their phones during that situation because false information could get out there.
Board members said the process went smoothly during the lockdown. School officials constantly disseminated information through their app to update parents. Officials investigated to see if there was a weapon, and there wasn't, with law enforcement wanding down students. The board further weighed the decision from a safety perspective.
We do know that parents want to hear that everything is okay, so we just send them messages every 3 to 5 minutes to let them know that there was no imminent threat, there was nothing active going on that was any kind of danger to anybody. We were just in rooms. We weren't going to switch classes until we got through the entire school to figure out if there was some sort of contraband.
Moving forward, the board is treading lightly and will continue to keep the same policy for the time being.
The temperature of the board tonight was, let's allow that policy to stay in place, try to learn from it, and we can always amend it.
As of right now, the policy will remain the same, and they will continue using the ThrillShare app. Reporting in Ohio County, I'm Claire O'Neill, News 9.
Also discussed at Monday's Board of Education meeting was a possible time change to the school day at Wheeling Park High School. The shift would move the start time of the day from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. It was just discussed at this meeting, and school officials want to gather input from staff and other service personnel before taking any further action. The earliest a decision would be made would be the 2027-28 academic year. One of the main concerns would be the need for at least 10 more buses, as it would compress the timeline for the routes.
Teens or high schoolers, they're not getting enough sleep, and we have kids that are getting on buses before 6 a.m. It's unhealthy, and as a board we have a duty statutorily to care for the health of our students or our pupils. And so with that as our true north, we need to see if it's feasible in order to have a later start time for Wheeling Park High School, which will affect every other school. It's complex and it's a challenge, but we've got to our goal is to have healthy students.
The board will further discuss this time change at the next Board of Education meeting. Hi, I'm Jamie Baker. Thanks for watching. Here's another video for you to watch, and please be sure to subscribe to our channel.